Well, I have to tell you first that I have my own experience, 20 years as a judge and an investigative magistrate. And for the Norwegian government, I'm running a network of prosecutors. So I have prosecutors from nearly all over the world. And we all face the same problem. Even if the proofs are very good, even if everything is done by the book, getting to court, it is difficult to get convictions because the material is complicated. And you know, a lot of people cannot even calculate a percentage. So when you start giving them very complicated schemas, they get lost. And judges who do not understand, they acquit. Judges that are a little lazy, they do acquit. So it is very important when you prosecute to present to the court very, very strong material in a very simple way. You need technical material to show them the money flows. You have to show them really in a very detailed way. And so you should have 2 screens, one for the court and one for the public, so that the press also can see what happened. And then you have a chance to have a conviction. You know, there is a lot of misunderstanding. Judges feel good when they acquit because they think that the accused is the weak person. But and that he should be protected from the bad state. But in reality, when you have economic crimes, the strong persons, they are not the prosecutors. It are the suspected and they are lawyers. Very often, when you are carrying out a case, you are alone. Or you are maybe 2 or 3. In the Elf case, they had 60 lawyers. 60 lawyers, and we were 3 judges at the end. In the beginning, I was alone. So, you know, very often, and especially in the Anglo-Saxon system, it is very difficult because of the system and because of the way people think. The judges think it's very difficult to have an
It's also
conviction.
a question of the media. If the media don't really...
Yeah, and this is also now a problem all over the world. But for some countries, is that media is very often owned by the suspect. Or the media is owned by the arm producers or powerful industrial interests. And people are interlinked. So the media are manipulating the opinion. And this is why civil society is so important and free press so important. And it's also why I'm so confident that Iceland will be able to clean up this mess. Because you have a very strong civil society and you still have very good television emissions.